for your son as if he was their own. What do you think about that now?
Like I always said, I had no faith in the system. And when I saw the Trayvon case, it just proved it in their mind case now. It just proved the system don't work for us. It works for people that got money, not for the poor people like me and my son. And
how did you find out that the court had decided not to pursue charges, and what was your reaction? What did you have to do?
well, district attorney called me too. They did represent the case in front of the grand jury, and the grand jury came back with it. They're the one that decided not to charge him.
Did they tell you why?
No, they actually wanted to explain to me, but after I heard that, what can you tell me? This man is going home to his family. I'm going home just the memories.
And that's why it's so important for you to keep talking about it, because you won't be able to see your son ever again, but he gets to see his family.
Yeah, and it's not over because I'm going to continue to fight for my son. The last time I spoke to you, I told we're going to take it to the highest. And I'm going to continue that because, like I said, Ramarley's gone. And I'm fighting for the other young men that's out here. And this open door for cops to keep running your house and kill somebody again and get away with it.
Is there anything that the DA can say that'll make it easier for you?
There's nothing anybody could say to make it easier because my son is not coming back. It's giving my son back, and I'm fine with that, but that can't happen.
From what I understand, the evidence that was presented the second time around was the same exact evidence that got the first indictment before it was tossed out. So
yeah, that's what I believe to happen. The same indictment, the same evidence. You know, as we know before, it wasn't anything wrong with the evidence before. So I don't know what went wrong at the second indictment.
what do you think this sends? What message does it send about the justice system to people in the Bronx, to people watching, to all the people that came to those rallies and vigils with you?
Basically tells the system doesn't work for us. It doesn't work for us, you know. Here go a young man, all he wanted to do was get home, just like Trayvon wanted to get home, and he was gunned down by the people that were supposed to protect him. And how can we trust them? They want us to work with them in the community, but how can we work in the community when they come in the community and murder us? They don't even live in the community half of the time. So how can we trust them?
Now, I know there's a lot of legal points and technicalities, but just as a mom, what does this feel like?
Just February 2nd all over again. February 2nd all over again.
You won't be able to find the peace you were looking for.
I will never find peace. None of this man is out there walking around. I'll never find peace with him walking.
Is there anything you would like to say in case this message gets to him?
Right now I'm so angry at him, man. I have no words for him.
Thank you. Frank, she's obviously upset and understandably so. How do you feel?
I'm only at 5 feet right now. I'm angry. I'm beyond angry right now. You know, and she said it's like February 2nd all over again. They just like kill my son all over again. And for what? You know, from day one, I never thought that the Bronx District Attorney Office could handle this case. I had no faith in them. And here we go. Like many people been coming here telling us nothing is not going to happen. They're going to let him walk. In that office is a bunch of incompetent people. The first indictment was tossed out because of technicality that someone in that office did before. Nancy Walker is incompetent. And I made Mr. Johnson know my feelings. We asked over and over for the special prosecutor. They said they could handle it. Mr. Johnson, you did not handle this. You dropped the ball. My son is dead. Richard Ace is a free man, free to kill again. People don't want to talk about racism, but had my son, had Ramarley been white, would he be dead? Would they have stormed this house? Had he been a white boy? I don't think so. And we need to speak it as it is. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not holding my thumb for none of them, because all of them are the same. We have to talk about racism and do something about it, because Ramarley is dead, and one of the facts is because he's black.
What do you think about the collective frustration that people in the community felt when that happened in February, and how they may react to this decision now?
You know, people are hangry. People are really hangry, and I'm quite sure they're going to be more hangry, because just this week, just yesterday I was walking and they was asking me what's going on, and I'm telling them the grand jury's hearing the case. In less than 24 hours, this is the news I get, that the man who murdered my son is free. Free to walk and to kill again.
What explanation and who gave you an explanation as to why he was able to walk?
I haven't spoken to anyone but my attorney. You know, unfortunately I was, you know, busy all day today, and I got a call from Mr. Berkeley saying what's going on. I had no idea what was going on. Then I called my attorney and he said, he's free, he's walking. I mean, how could this be? Ramarley did nothing. You know, Ramarley did nothing. When will this stop? You know, I've watched news clip where Zimmerman said they always get away with it. Who gets away with what? Who? Not black folks. Black folks go to prison. A lot of them innocently. So who gets away with it? Richard Ace, you and Mr. Zimmerman will live in hell for the rest of your life. I promise you that. Because God is not sleeping, and you or your family will never have peace. And I hope to God you never have peace.
In terms of your own family, what's next for your family?
Well, as Consance said, we are going to continue this fight. We will want the federal government to investigate this case. Because our son was killed innocently. If you're not safe in your home, where are you safe? I don't know where you're safe. I mean, I am so angry right now that it's beyond, I can't explain it. I cannot explain it.
Where do you find the strength to keep pushing?
I don't know. I ask, you know, a lot of people ask me and they say we're strong. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just some of the people who we have behind us.
Hello? This is your cell phone!
For those people that are watching, can you just explain to them how this feels?
For me to say,
This is your cell phone! What do you think? You're just not gonna answer me? You keep me in your pocket like I'm some dirty little Why would you answer me? I'm not gonna ring forever, pal. And when I'm done ringing,
You can stop. Give me this phone.
Why
You're not
would you
recording, are you?
answer me?
Yeah.
You're recording? I'm sorry.
It's okay. In terms of how this feels as a father, as a man, because there has to be a feeling of helplessness that you're leaving the memory, the honor of your son, the justice for your son in the hands of strangers.
for me to say, and how I feel, and for people to really understand, it would have to say for you to be in my shoes. And I wish this on no one. I wish this on no one, because truly, unless someone has been there in the same place that we have been, it's hard for me to say, you're going to understand how we feel. This is, it's like all I'm looking, you're standing in front of me and it's like all I'm seeing is darkness. Darkness. I feel empty, lonely, sad, angry, frustrated. I mean, Ramarley is gone. Did nothing whatsoever. Richard Ace went in his home and took his life. And he was happy about it. We saw that when he got bail the first time. He walked out laughing and his fellow officer clapping, cheering. You're the man for killing an 18-year-old unarmed kid in his house in front of his grandmother and his 6-year-old brother. How I feel? Only God knows. Only God knows.
So you're getting ready to do something about it tomorrow. Can you explain to me what's happening tomorrow?
Connie will tell you more, but she's been actually making a plan.
Well, we asking people together at the DA office, 198 East 161st Street at 1 p.m. We're going to have a press conference, and we should be there till about 5 o'clock. So we're asking people to come out and show your support. Show them that you're angry about this verdict. You know, let people know we didn't forget about Ramarley, and we want justice. No matter where justice takes us, we need justice.
So this by any means is not over. You cannot accept this decision because your son is not coming back home.
No, we would never accept this decision. Like I said, there's we're gonna go to the feds. We're trying to have the feds to pick it up, because as anybody look at this case, see was injustice done in this case, and if we stop here now, this open up doors for them to go and kill somebody again and walk away scot-free again.
So you're hoping for a federal investigation
Yes.
out of what's happening in Florida?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to say something too, or? Just your name and title.
Carlton Berkeley, I'm a retired New York City detective. I've been with this family from the beginning. The first thing I'm going to do is what I did when I first heard the news is I prayed, right? And I'm going to pray with this family. And one thing Consance and Frank didn't say is that they don't think that all police officers are bad. They never said that, and they don't think that. However, in this particular case, the police and myself as a retired New York City detective who's worked in narcotics, and I've worked in various other units. The police in this particular case were wrong, and they know they were wrong, and something must be done to correct this. The community is very upset. The community said from day one that nothing was going to happen. I stood up here plenty of times telling people to believe in the system, that the system will work in this particular case, and now I'm just like a liar to them. You know, something has to be done. I'm going to stick with this family. We're going to go and hope that the feds pick this up. But I had no confidence in D.A. Johnson. He needs to go. He should have left a long time ago. We need a Hispanic DA, and we have one in mind. You know, but D.A. Johnson is out of touch. He's been out of touch. This is on his watch. Why do you put the same team? You put together the same team who blew it the first time. You put that same team in charge of this case a second time. Why would you have any confidence in all that they're going to come out with a victory, which was just an indictment? We know that you can indict a ham sandwich in any borough, but you cannot return an indictment when the evidence is looking at you in your face. This is a travesty. This takes us back as black and Hispanics. This takes us back 100 years.
And what does this do to the relationship, the strained relationship between urban communities and the NYPD?
It keeps the wedge between them. Because just like Consance and Frank said, the people that are supposed to protect them are the ones that are murdering them. What do you tell a family now? What do you tell a person that's in their house and the police run in their house to listen to the police? What do you tell the young folks out here who keep saying that, listen, that's why we fire back at the police, because we know that if we don't, we're not going to get a fair chance in court, and we're out here telling them, no, you will. Lay your guns down. They're not going to lay their guns down. They're going to go battle with the police, and we don't want that. But I ask you, what do we tell these young folks out here? What do we tell them when they even lay their guns down and they get killed in their homes? What do we tell them? It's got to change. You know, D.A. Johnson got to go. He's got to go. He's out of touch. He's been out of touch. You know, and all we have to do now is continue to pray and hope that the feds pick this case up and give this family the justice that this family deserves and that this community deserves.
Is there anything that you want to add that was not asked of you that you want to say?
No.
Okay. Thank you.